All right, I think you know where I am. I have Mark with my bag to my left. We'll get there in about 2 minutes. Absolutely incredible artifact. Simple as that. And I've got a couple more in my pocket that are just really great. And I can't just individually film them all, and I haven't invested in a regular camera to splice it all or the software to splice it all. I just try to keep it simple. Let me give you this prelude as you join the hunt a little bit with Indian Trace here at Crystal Beach. I've got to go. I've probably been a little wet below my waist, just about long enough. Go home and I'll wash the nicotine off so I won't get poisoning. I'm going to give you this preface here. You probably never heard me on Indian Trace say one cuss word. None. Just gave it up in college. I don't know, it doesn't bother me any. I mean, you can, if that's the way you express yourself, I'm all for it. Hey, doesn't bother, just a human being, just like me. We all are. But I'm going to give you this warning. If you got kids that love to watch this and everything, there's one, that I use, and it's not steep. And you'll laugh if you're used to cussing. You'll laugh when you hear this word, because I got to use it, and I will continue for as long as need be here on Indian Trace to speak about freedom. Because listen, I'm not about to give it up, and I will join the majority of tactical patriots across the country to secure your freedom. That if you are in disagreement with me, you're taking it for granted. Listen, what the hell with a company, corporation, CEO, a human being, telling you or me how we're supposed to interpret our God-given right to free speech, to freedom of religion, to believe whatever the hell we want? Excuse my language. That's the most you will ever hear on Indian Trace, because you got to know how strong I feel about it. Simple as that. I mean, that's not happening. That's not happening. It doesn't matter whether it's Candace Owens, Alex Jones, doesn't matter. Listen to all the things. Go to these names. Listen to what intelligent people say. Tons of them, and I'll put links up. But I'm going to give you this, too. We got an awesome artifact up here. I know you're just joining the hunt and just hearing my heart out, because you know Indian Trace. You know me. My goodness. I got to keep myself settled down so I don't just get swamped out here. There's a lot of flint in the ground, so I really just got to check this stuff as I go forward. And I will say this, though, and it's very important. If you see, because I'm putting up serious heavy-hitting links that define freedom of speech, that define freedom of religion, that define freedom and the utility we use called YouTube, utility we use called Twitter, the utility we use called Facebook. Now, I've never had a Facebook account. I didn't get one because I knew something fishy was up. And I'm not gonna get into that. There's an awesome point up the way here. I see my marker, but you got to check everything, because we got a lot of artifacts at Crystal Beach. Utility, just like the phone we use, we have a right, because we're free, because we have a Bill of Rights and we have a Constitution to choose who we're going to dial and who we're going to call, how we're going to talk, what we're going to believe. You see, but they haven't given that right, that choice, to many. I mean, Alex Jones is the hottest new figure right now that they've tried to completely do away with his account. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. How ignorant. How ignorant. Because freedom in this country from day one has crushed tyranny. It doesn't matter whether it's digital tyranny. It will crush that too. If you see, and I see the artifact right now. Let's check this out. If you see this channel, all of a sudden it disappears. I'm probably going to move everything over to real video, because I don't trust YouTube further than I could throw them. Bunch of SJW young people who really think they can play around with freedom. It's going to go bad. It already has gone bad. Don't worry about the little groups of Antifa and little peons who are afraid to show their face in public. Don't worry about them. They're easy to handle. Easy to handle. Plus, they don't know anything. They know a bowl of cereal in their mother's basement. They don't know anything about freedom. Look at that. And listen, it's not just Alex Jones. It's you. It's me. It's liberty. Now look at this. Just a big blade. I don't know if the color's coming in. It's got pinks going through the rock. And then this awesome smoker. Just flipped it out of the dirt before I even knew what hit me, and I said, well, I'm hoping I'll find another, which is right here. And then this just flipped out of the dirt. So, you know, that's about all I'm going to say about that in terms of those, what I would call strong language. What the hell is the matter with them? My children, my sons, a couple of them really know what's going on. Their freedom depend on our forthrightness. It was just not going to have that. As human beings, as American citizens, we have the God-given right to communicate. When they decide of their own volition, they're going to just go ahead and say, no you don't, because you believe this way. How ignorant. How ignorant. Oh, God. They've mistaken our gentleness for weakness. Forgive me if I'm shaking a little bit. I bet you money the nicotine's already gotten into my bloodstream a little bit, and I don't smoke. This is an awesome point. I won't be here too much longer. Again, if you see Indian Trace disappear because of the serious links I'm going to post that are counter to these corporations that actually think they control you, that think they control me, they may just do away with Indian Trace. If that happens, don't worry. But go to Real Video. I'm going to try to get an account open there. And listen, freedom is not something you play around with or you try to control. History has shown us that. That's an incredible point, isn't it? My word. Happy to find it. Really upset about it all. Of course, it bothers me. I have 3 sons. They're going to be warriors. And you can make a difference out there. It doesn't matter whether what position you're in, where you are. Consider it. Take the action that God leads you to take. Thanks a lot out there.